Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
We were just looking at the title, Kazugetsu.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know.
They're doing it on purpose because they don't want us to get it right. Oh, yeah. Kazugetsu means make-out session.
You know it.
Or the kiss.
It's finding out he's not a eunuch. That's what that means.
If they don't tell us in the episode, we got to remember to look up what it means after to like actually see.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if they will, because it depends on what it is.
Yeah, they might like describe whatever it means. Like she'll say it.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
A royal dating a servant, that's Kazugetsu.
Yeah, it could be a person, yeah. You know what I was thinking about yesterday after we finished, though? I forget what episode it was, but there was one where people kept commenting like, oh, like something about a frog and or a toad. And they were like, you'll know when you get there. Like somebody even commented just an emoji of a frog and was like, if you know, you know. You'll know when you get there.
Just jumping on her face?
Well, it caused how it ended.
Yeah.
That frog knew what he was doing.
You think he pushed her down on purpose?
Of course. Dang frogs.
You think that was Jinshi's frog?
Yeah.
And that's just what he does?
He put it there.
Yeah, that's his move.
Yeah. He's like,
oh,
look, a frog.
We're stuck in this hole. Let me pick you up and climb out.
Yeah. Let us take our damn clothes off.
No, that was her idea.
True.
She freaked him out with that.
True.
You know how it could be when you get an aggressive girl?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
I wasn't ready for this.
I wasn't ready for you. I need to go. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Wait a minute. Like you said yesterday, I thought you were a eunuch.
Yeah. Yeah. What was all this eunuch talk?
Yeah. That's not a stick down there. All right. Enough boner jokes.
Yeah.
Do you think she finds out his true identity by the end of this one, or are they going to keep dragging it out?
No. She has to find out right now.
Tell her.
She should have found out in the cave, like before, like while they were like drying their clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it though. It's like he's afraid to tell her, thinking she's not gonna, because she probably is gonna be a little more standoffish when she finds out.
Maybe.
But little does he know,
more
he's
excited.
Right.
Like now I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm married to the emperor's son or brother.
Brother.
She's been
out for 2 hours and you haven't gone to check?
Where's the dog?
Oh, he sent men out. The dog, yeah. I bet you he's behind it. That's why he's dragging this along. I'll let that hand slip down there a little bit. Jinji. Or who knows, maybe she'll like it.
She feel
Is that the frog? I didn't think this was actually gonna happen. Goddamn right you have, Mao Mao.
She just grabbed him. They can get slimy.
ジンシ様と私は交換と下女。それ以上でもそれ以下でもない。
Shouldn't she just say
以
it?
上の秘密なんていら
And
な
then
い。
she can't do anything about it. Oh.
Smooch?
確認してみるか。
挑発が過ぎた。
You got him all hot and bothered, calling it a frog. He ain't gonna do it. The dog got the worst timing ever. Oh, now he's stuck down there.
よくやった。
Oh, okay, good.
この声。リハク様、引き上げていただけませんか。
It's funny to hear her raise her voice.
どうしたんだそんなところで。
She still doesn't know, by the way. It's infuriating.
She just knows he has a penis.
Frog.
こたびの狩り、フェイファーを持ってきているものは。
いえ、森の狩りには不向きですので、暗殺のために隠し持ってきたと考えるのが妥当でしょ
う。リハク様、その犬は笛で呼ぶ以外に何かしつけをしていますか。
え、ああ、ウサギの穴を探すくらいはできるみたいだな。
愛嬌はあるが。高専様。
なんだ。
怒ってる。まあ当然か。あんな行動に出られてつい煽ってしまったが、ジンス様は何かを伝えようとしていた。なのに知りたくないからとめちゃくちゃな言い逃れをした。ご自分の姿に大層な自信を持つお方だ。
It hurt his feelings.
カエルもさぞやご立派であろうに、そこそこなどと。
It's frog. From now on, that's what it's called.
失礼します。
Shit as he must.
おい、それは
主の衣です。
川の岩場に引っかかっているのを発見しました。近くには誰もおらず、その先は急流。昨夜の雨で増水もしています。もし流されていたら。
You know he's gonna come strolling in though.
After they find out, somebody's
Like a
gonna say
boss.
something, yeah.
では、私も捜索に加わってまいります。
Yeah. Lee Hawks.
どういうおつもりです、ジンシ様。
Just thinking about using that frog with Mao Mao.
Now, isn't that Boston?
Yeah.
That one is, right?
Yeah, that's Lee Hawker. He was the one who brought him the wreck.
しつけのなってない犬だ。
Leoc bought Boston the wreck.
Yeah.
Boston's the
Gaoshin
Gaoshin
son.
son. Yeah.
The way I tell them apart now is their eye color, and Lee Hawker's a little bit taller.
Which one's the jacked one? Leaku?
Lee Hawker, yeah.
どうした。
バセン様、それが。
They left these rags out because neither of them were bleeding.
No, they're doing this to find who
Correct.
did it.
Yeah.
河
Right.
原が濡れていないので周辺にはおられないかと。
そうか。
ですがこちらも衣と一緒に。
Yeah, like they got shot with an arrow.
鷹狩りの験担ぎにこしらえたものでしょうか。
川辺で発見したものと同じ矢です。
知らない。何かの間違いだ。
ではなぜあなたの矢が主の衣とともに川辺にあったのですか、ロエンドの。
誰かが私の矢と入れ替えたんだ。私を陥れるために。どういうことだ。私は知らん。まさか。知らんぞ。
ロエンの動揺は本物に見える。部下たちの様子にも違和感はない。
では、他に落ちている矢がないかを調べてみてはいかがでしょう。川辺以外の森の中もしっかりと。
わかった。しっかりと森の中を探せ。
That was basically him going, wink.
くそ、どういうことだ。矢なんて知らんぞ。
そこに何かあるのでしょうか。
Yeah. What do you got there, pal?
それ
This?
は。
Yes. Gotcha, bitch.
ずいぶん犬に嫌われているようです。
Bite his frog.
この匂い、鼻のいい犬ならすぐ反応します。
Oh yeah.
狩りに犬を連れて行かなかったのはこのためですね。
Dang, it was still loaded.
なるほど。金属の部分で火花を起こすのか。
炭と硝石と硫黄を混ぜて作った火薬が爆発すると、思わず鼻を押さえたくなるような匂いを発します。まるで卵が腐ったような。
Especially that old black powder
そ
shit.
う。崖の上で撃たれた時と同じ匂いです。猟犬に火薬の匂いを嗅がせたら、すぐにこのフェイファを探し当ててくれました。それを撃った人間についた火薬の匂いも嗅ぎ当てるのですから、賢い犬です。
We're taking this dog back home.
この者の関係者たちはいつでも捕獲できるよう見張っております。
I was gonna say we gotta figure out who he was working
あ
for.
とは罪状を明確にするだけだな。
はっ。
She doesn't deduce it in her own head by this point.
その宴でとある艦の一派が消えたことは周知の事実だ。今後あの者たちが表舞台に出ることはあるまい。
So it was just some random official?
お疲れのご様子だった。
それにしても麗しの宦官殿が今回の狩りに参加されなかったのはちと残念だ。
こたびは覆面のお方が来ていらっしゃいますから。
Yeah.
あれだけ美しいお顔が参加されたらそれだけで嫌味になってしまいますからな。覆面のお方はご尊顔にひどいやけどの跡があ
Yeah,
る
so he's just
との
masquerading as just a random
今
lord.
宵も部屋に引きこもっていると聞きますし。
That answers all my questions from last episode.
ジンス様はシャオマオに真実を伝えられたのだろうか。
She found out a little bit.
今後起こりうる問題に対処するためにも知らせておく必要がある。それだけ利用価値のある娘だ。
She's the best.
異国のものだ。おそらく裁縫の最新型だろう。
裁縫か。鏡合わせのようにより2つの特使たち。監視の目をかいくぐって部屋を抜け出したという話もおそらく特使たちのことだろう。今日の連中が何か吐いてくれたらいいけど。
Oh, so they didn't kill him yet, I guess.
なぜここに宴に出てたんじゃないのか。
About to whip that frog out. No, I'm kidding.
Let's have a talk this time.
For real.
開けなくていい。
Nope.
随分と驚かせてしまって悪かった。
気にしておりません。こちらこそ申し訳ありませんでした。そこそこなんて言って。ジンス様は何を考えているんだろう。私は昔から人の心の機微には疎い。
Yeah, see, at least she can admit
育
it.
ててくれた姉ちゃんたちは仕事第一の義女だ。いくら泣こうが仕事が終わるまで放置された。そのうち悟ったのか、泣かない赤子になったらしい。
I like her
だか
little
らなの
haircut.
か、人の行為にも悪意にも鈍感だ。こんな時に何を言ったらいいかもわからない。私は何も口にしません。私にとってジンス様はジンス様です。
How adorable.
これが正直な気持ちだ。玉があるかないかの違いなんて別に見るわけでもないし、私には関係ない。
Oh, Mau Mau.
お前にとって俺は俺か。
ん？
警戒するな。これを渡したいだけだ。
え？
お前には迷惑をかけるかもしれないが、
これは
今回の旅に来てもらったのもそのためだ。
非常に貴重とされる牛の胆石。
Multiple.
夢にまで見た飛躍が今
ああ、待たせてすまなかった。ようやく手に入った。ってそうではなく。
ありがとうございます。
You just made her the happiest girl ever.
ではおやすみなさいませ。
He didn't even know what to do.
おい、勝手に滑るな。話はまだ終わってないぞ。
誰にも邪魔されたくない。ジンス様が宦官かどうかなんてどうでもいい。ただ幸運の運はある。
Get that frog in here.
もし秘密がバレて窮地に立たされたら、その時はちゃんと本物の宦官にしてあげよう。
おい、聞いているのか。
You should have waited to give her those.
人の話は最後まで聞け。
Very distracted.
この国で花の文字を冠する者
Here
は
we go.
今現在2人のみ。
Cause flower.
国の頂点に立つ帝、そして
ジン様。いえ、月の君。
Awesome name.
いつまでも仮初めの立場ではいられませんよ。あなたはこの国の帝の弟君、カズイゲツなのだから。
Ah, it's Jinshi. That's his
His
real
real
name.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's cool. That's a great episode.
Really was.
It was funny, romantic.
Found out he's got his penis and balls.
For sure. Well, Mao Mao did. It's a little frog, you know? Well, not
Somewhat
little.
large frog, my friend.
Or somewhat large.
And she even said she probably shouldn't have said that because it was probably pretty impressive.
I like how she kept grabbing it.
Kept it harder and harder, yeah. She's
And he
like,
was
what
like,
is this?
"Oh."
There's a frog in here. You got a frog in your
here.
ground.
What is that, frog?
It's a
Now
frog.
Now the people's comments make even more sense.
Yeah, frog is his penis.
It must have been after that episode.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's fantastic. It's like almost fun. Like, I mean, I was about to say it's almost fun that she doesn't like still didn't like really hear it
No,
from him.
it's not.
But it's not because
Even Gaushin said it. That was Gaushin right at the end.
yeah.
It was saying like she needs to know because she's like so useful and like
Yeah.
they're about to have a lot of problems come up. They can use all the help they can get.
So I have some questions. I'm just confused about like if nobody knew that that was Jinshi. Like everyone thought Jinshi wasn't there. They just thought he was this masked lord. Why are they trying to kill him?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Unless I missed something.
I don't think so. Unless
think
he's
so
gone
either.
to parties before as the Masked Lord.
Well, no, that would
But
defeat the
obviously he's
purpose
been
now.
there.
Because then they would know it's him.
Well, no, not if you always wore the mask. But he's also gone as Jinshi before too, because they know who Jinshi is. They don't know his name, but they said, what do you call him? The beautiful eunuch.
Yeah.
Or maybe he knew the other guy didn't like him or something because he looks like that. So that's why he like faked it.
So nobody knows who Jinshi actually is then, right? Other than Gaushin and a handful
I'm
of
like
people.
pretty sure Jinshi's like the name that they use just for the rear palace. Like
for
that's who he
the
became.
eunuch. Right, yeah, right.
Master Jinshi is the eunuch.
Right. He's not Ka, but he's
That's
not
why I
Ka.
think it's strange because I guess they must know Jinshi the eunuch.
As a different person. That like
So
he
he
said,
has
as
to
a
be
character.
the masked.
That's another persona though, the masked one. Because when the guy was talking to Gaushin about it, he was even saying like he was like, oh, Master Jinshi. He wasn't saying like Master Jinshi as in like the Emperor's brother. He's saying it as that eunuch, you know?
Well, they called him Kausen, right? So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think he just Jinshi just made that name up. I mean, he's probably used it before, maybe.
I don't know, man. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts.
I know, because now we're starting to get into like obviously we still have like all the mysteries and going on in each episode, but like we're starting to get to like the royal politicking. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like they've officially said that he's the Emperor's brother now, so Kaushin did at least.
Yeah.
To us.
So then that kind of confirms to me at least that the only one, if in fact I'm like 99% sure, but
he would be the only one. Maybe the old lady.
No, I'm saying the Emperor and Du are the only ones that know who he really is, though.
You think so?
Oh yeah. But again, this is the biggest question that I can't wait
You
to
don't
get
think
answered.
Jinshi knows?
No. Because remember what he said about not finding out until he was 8? He was like, I thought this guy was my dad, but it turns out he's actually my brother. At least that's what he was like, that's what they told me. Maybe at most he has an idea, but...
Well, I mean, yeah, at some point there was a time where he thought he was his dad.
Right,
So-
until he was fairly older.
Right.
At least 8-ish, I would guess.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So if he is in fact his son, the only ones that could know are Duo and the Emperor.
Could be.
And if they told anyone, which I don't think they would have.
But didn't Duo leave the rear?
Yeah.
Don't you think like he wouldn't do that if like Jinchi was her son? Like wouldn't she just stay there? Because I don't think they like leave, right? Don't they
I
just
mean,
move
it's
to a
not
different
like-
section?
It's not like she went and now she's poor, you know? I'm sure she's still living a great life. Plus, it's like you can't keep her there because then that'll start raising questions like,
Why did she get to stay?
right, you got to keep playing up the charade.
Maybe.
But again, the biggest question is who would they keep? Why are they keeping that a secret from at this point? Nobody from back then, the past emperor, the past empress, they're all gone.
Yeah.
But again, if they came out and said that now, is anyone going to believe that? This is my son. Is it? You know what I mean?
I mean, whatever the Emperor says goes, you know. They'd have to
Well,
believe it. They have no
of
choice but
course.
to believe it. Deep
But, you
down,
know.
maybe not.
That's what I mean. Deep down, they're not going to, which that would be a problem. But I think there's more to it for sure. I'm sure we'll find out like specifically why they've been keeping it a secret this whole time. Probably when like Jinchi finds out the truth, you know?
If he doesn't already know.
He's definitely probably suspicious because why else would he was like, why? They just randomly told me that all of a sudden that the past emperor was my father and this woman was my grandmother, the empress.
Yeah, he's not dumb, so.
No.
I don't know, man. It's
I
getting
know.
interesting.
So many questions still, but that was a fun one.
Yeah, I like that too.
The frog. Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.